Current staff numbers 4 field staff and 2 office support staff in the Eight State area. Ms. Lisa Cozart works in the Durham office. The rest of my staff is in the field. We're sick today. Lisa is the one that keeps us all on target. She is the director of data management and also is the program assistant in our office. Renee Overton is sick today. Mary Catherine Hines, my associate director, is working in Clemson. She'll join us this evening at Covenant Presbyterian Church.
Joe, I cannot believe this is your last day. I have spent my last week thinking about my first day here with you, and now thinking my last day here with you is not very pleasant. But when I think about the years, I have so many laughs of all the different volunteers that have come in and the jokes, and we've even had some kind of hard times too. I thank you for being so kind to my family, to my mom, to Lydia, you know, showing the love that you and concern for all of them. I really appreciate it. But one thing I'm just really grateful for is you just taught me how to direct a choir and folk singing. I've gotten it down. You think I'm ready for you to go on the road? Puff the magic dragon, live by the...
Hey Joe, it's hard to believe it's been almost 12 years since I was welcomed into the Church World Service family, and it's really been an honor and a privilege to work with you all these years, and I've learned a lot under your command, and 30 seconds is no ways long enough to tell you how much I've appreciated working with you in this office. And I wish you the best in everything that you do, because you certainly deserve it. And many, many blessings to you and your family. And just remember the trouble with retirement, you can never take a day off. Bye.
Hey Joe, it's your pal John here in Indianapolis. Hope you're doing well. Congratulations on your retirement. Remind you before I go, I only have 30 seconds. I want to definitely tell you something that'll help you. My grandpa told me, I never told anybody this before. It's going to help you in your retirement. Remind me. But first I want to show you my Colts basement. Look at that. Awesome. Man. It's still a work in progress, but I just want to point out I did that Colts when Curtis Painter was the quarterback. I'm no bandwagon here. Oh, look, I also got a Monkeys poster. Put this up someday, maybe someday when I retire. I haven't really had time. It's not an original. It's the movie poster, but it's not an original. Okay. And one more thing. I got this nice Johnny Bench print. I don't even know if you could see that. I'm doing this myself. So, yes, before I go, I want to tell you, my grandpa told me this. I got just...
At this significant milestone, Joe, I just want you to know how grateful I am to have you as a friend and a colleague, and have worked with you for the past 6 years. You have made a tremendous difference in the lives of many people, both here and around the world, and we are grateful for all your contributions. I wish you health and happiness as you start this new adventure in your life. We'll miss you. Farewell and Godspeed.
Well, Joe, I'm one of the newest, probably the newest, member of the Church World Service community, and I've been thinking about you in this just awesome event in your life and in your ministry. You've been all over the world. You've been empowering people, sending out walkers, touching lives, moving people, and I've thought about the huge footprint you were leaving in this community, and yet you welcomed me in just a couple of weeks ago like I was a long-lost friend. Your generosity, your love, your companionship, and your smile, those are wonderful attributes. Thank you so much for your welcome, and congratulations. What a wonderful, wonderful occasion for you, for your family, and for everyone whose life you've touched.
Hey Joe, I've learned a lot from you over these last 9 years, and I just wanted to lift up some of the highlights. I learned from you that it's a good idea to use really big words, perhaps even Latin, to show your authority in the office. I've learned that there's always a Dilbert cartoon that's appropriate for every occasion, and also, most importantly, I've learned that a good leader is someone who is humble and compassionate, affirming and gentle with every person that he meets. Thanks for being my mentor, my friend. while I'll miss seeing you every day across the hall, I certainly wish you the very best. You deserve it all. So thanks and congratulations.
Here, Church World Service Resource Development started in the Carolinas back in the mid-70s. Reverend Sam Wiley, the Executive Director of the North Carolina Council of Churches, invited Church World Service to send a staff person, and he gave them office space on Duke campus, where the council then had its offices on Duke's East campus. The first Church World Service staff person based here was Reverend Terry Burnett, a United Methodist Church pastor, who had worked first in Vietnam with Church World Service. He served here for 2 to 3 years. He focused his energies on colleges and universities, organizing crop fasts, as they were called at the time. The second director was Mr. Ed King, native of Tennessee. He came in 1978. He opened the office at his current site on Lamond Avenue, 2 blocks off Duke's East campus. Mr. King's primary focus was establishing community crop hunger walks. I joined the staff in 1982 after 10 years working in Latin America, first as a missionary and then as a U.S. government consultant, working first for Inter-American Foundation and then for USAID, seconded to the United Nations Development Program in Guatemala. A year ago, the states of Tennessee, Arkansas, Georgia, Alabama, Louisiana, and Mississippi were merged with the Carolinas. In June last year, Virginia was added. In January of this year, Florida was added, and Louisiana and Arkansas reassigned to other Church World Service geographic areas. At that time, our name was changed to the Southeast Regional Development Office. And I heard as of yesterday that calls from Puerto Rico will also come to our office. And Raphael assures me that in order for me to do effective work there, I should probably pay a visit real soon. When I was got my first pair of glasses, I was in seminary and I was commuting from upstate New York to New York Theological twice a week, and I felt eye strain, so I went to my eye doctor and he checked me out and he said, "You have 20/20 vision. Can you explain again what the problem is?" And I said, "Yes, when I'm coming back, when I'm driving, but particularly at night when I'm coming back up Palisades Parkway, I can't read the signs, so I'm right on top of them." He said, "It's very helpful in the diagnosis." He said, "Son, you need to slow down." I'm proudest, most of all the crop walks in this area of the Durham Crop Hunger Walk, which Philanthropy Journal calls the granddaddy of walkathons in North Carolina. At the time I joined Church World Service in the Carolinas, the income from our community events was about $200,000. That was in 1982. At that time, there were 2 field staff persons and 1 secretary. As you have seen on the display chart, the program has grown quite a bit, and today just 3 of those crop hunger walks since the time they started have raised over $12 million for Church World Service programs.
In my mind, I'm gone to Carolina. Can't you see the sunshine? Can't you just feel the moonshine? And ain't it just like a friend of mine to hit me from behind? Yes, I'm gone to Carolina in my mind. Karen, she's a silver sun. You best walk her away and watch it shining. Watch her watch the morning come. A silver tear appearing now. I'm crying, ain't I? Gone to Carolina in my mind. There ain't no doubt in no one's mind that love's the finest thing around. Whisper something soft and kind. And hey babe, the sky's on fire. I'm dying, ain't I? Gone to Carolina in my mind. In my mind, I'm gone to Carolina. Can't you see the sunshine? Can't you just feel the moonshine? Ain't it just like a friend of mine to hit me from behind? Yes, I'm gone to Carolina in my mind. Dark and silent late last night, I think I might have heard the highway calling. Geese in flight and dogs that bite. The signs that might be omens say I'm going, I'm gone to Carolina in my mind. With a holy host of others standing around me, still I'm on the dark side of the moon. And it seems like it goes on like this forever. You must forgive me if I'm up and gone to Carolina in my mind. In my mind I'm gone to Carolina. Can't you see the sunshine? Can't you just feel the moonshine? Ain't it just like a friend of mine to hit me from behind? Yes, I'm gone to Carolina.
Let us pray. Most merciful and compassionate Creator of all, we humbly but gratefully acknowledge your presence with us this evening and throughout this day. We thank you for the air we breathe, for shelter, dry and warm, and for healthy and nutritious food such as the wonderful meal we just participated in. We stand in awe at the miracle of the way that food converts to energy in our bodies. And at the same time, we weep for the millions who, deprived of sufficient food, suffer debilitating malnutrition, disease, and death. We are mindful that we live like kings and queens on this earth. When compared to so many of your children around the world, this unsettles us. Do not let us live with this knowledge in vain. Don't give up relighting this flickering fire of compassion in our hearts. Bless the wonderful board members of Church World Service, its dedicated staff, many wonderful volunteers, supportive denominations, congregations, and groups. And now we entrust ourselves and all those who are dear to us, all those who weep and moan this night, to your most loving care, knowing that you are already doing greater things for us than we can ever imagine or ask for. We rededicate ourselves to this work of caring. Do not let us leave this life until we have been able to touch the lives of as many of those suffering as we are able. We ask this in your holy name, in the name of your Son, Yeshua, the Christ, who we are blessed and emboldened to call our brother and friend, and to whom we cling as life itself. Amen.